Hey everybody, it's your boy Personette back with another one of our Legacy Projects interviews with a difference maker, okay? Today we have Staff Sergeant Thomas. She's going to tell us how she became this amazing person that goes into schools and helps us protect our country and set up careers and lives. It's a big deal, okay? As a recruiter, you go into unknown places and you help people every day. So, tell us, how'd you get into the Army? What brought you there?
So I came from Jamaica when I was 23, and I wanted that foundation. I wanted my citizenship, so I decided to join a year after I got here. So that's really my main reason for joining the Army.
Helped you with citizenship.
Yes.
So you came from Jamaica. Am I okay to say that Haitian beef patties are underrated and could be possibly compared to and better than Jamaican beef patties? Is that okay, or you're going to kill me on that?
I think Jamaican patties are better.
I'll accept it. I'm a big fan of Jamaica. I've done the Dunn's River Falls. I've been to Jamaica. In my world, Jamaica means something to me. Okay, so you leave Jamaica. You come here. You're trying to get citizenship. How does the Army help you with citizenship?
So I was able to enlist with my green card, and within a month of basic training, I was able to get my citizenship through the Army.
So this is a great pathway for those that are struggling to get this done.
Yes.
Okay, and were you able to get anyone else in your family too?
Yes, I was able to file for my son. He was around 6 at the time. My husband, my mom.
This is a big deal. This is your door into the world here.
Yes.
Okay, do you miss Jamaica though?
I do. I go back home every year for vacation.
So how has this set you up financially too?
So I set that foundation where I was able to help my family. Now I have my own house.
Okay.
I bought using the VA loan. I didn't have to pay anything
What
down.
is this VA loan you speak of?
So the VA loan is something that the military offers to you when you join, and you're able to use it to buy a house, and you don't have to pay nothing down, zero down, no deposit at all.
So typically banks are asking you to put down 5, at least maybe 10% of the cost of the home. With the VA loan, they're getting it, and they're saying it's okay, no money down. You've shown us your commitment and your trustworthiness, and we're going to trust you with this money. Like, we're giving you that credit. Good rates?
Yes.
And good rates, too. Those who know. Those who don't know, you really should take some financial literacy courses to find out what we're talking about when we say good rates and stuff like that. Okay, so it helps you with the house. What else? What was your career-wise? What are you doing in there?
Okay, so I was also able to go to school. I'm finishing up my degree, starting my master's. I have no student loan.
And what is that called?
For everything.
That is the...
I use my GI Bill.
That is the GI Bill. Now,
yes.
If she decided not to, she could have passed that down to her son to take it.
Yes, I could have.
Okay, so you do that. So you go. What college do you go to?
So I go to University of Maryland.
Okay, big, nice school, Tart.
Yes.
Okay, so how does that look like you're in the military, but you're there? How does that work?
So I actually go to school full-time online. So
okay.
I'm able to do my job in the military full-time, go to school full-time.
It's a lot of juggling.
Yes.
Does the Army make it easier for you? Like if you've got finals coming up, they give you some time.
Absolutely.
So I talk to all my students and I talk about how, working and college at the same time is really tough because, look, if I run a pizzeria and she works in my pizzeria, the pizza's got to get delivered whether or not she's got a study group or a final coming up the next day. But the Army, on the other hand, is going to say, oh, you've got this important stuff. We'll give you time to study and work on it. That's a big deal.
Yes.
Okay, so what jobs did you get in the Army? What'd you go to?
So I started as a 92 Alpha, which is
92. Wait, I was gonna say, let them guess what that is. 92 Alpha. Put in the chat. She said. So what does that mean?
It's logistics. So working in a warehouse, pretty much.
Okay, so what do you do in the warehouse?
So I order parts, make sure that parts are shipped out to where it needs to go, doing stuff like that.
Okay.
Nothing crazy.
Enjoy it, or you were. Like, where were you with that?
I was a reservist at the time,
So we didn't even know you started as a reserve.
Yes.
So tell us how that was.
So I started as a reservist because my family was a little bit scared about me doing full time. So okay. I started as a reservist.
It's one weekend a month.
1 weekend a month.
2 weeks a summer.
2 weeks out of the summer.
And how old can you be to do that?
So I joined when I was 24, but you could join up to 42.
Up to 42, so. Sorry, too late. Okay. Okay, so you do that, but when do you go full-time then?
So I decided to go full-time literally this December.
Ooh.
This is my first rodeo full-time.
And are we the first school that you've been to talk?
Yes.
And you get me and this?
Yes.
It's got to be a little bit of a... You're doing great. What is this? This is nothing. Okay, so What made you go into recruitment?
So it was my foot to the active duty door. So I am an active duty reservist
Okay.
currently. So I am a reservist recruiter.
How long does it take? So, okay, well, let me make sure I understood that right. So you're not going here to help people join the Army. You're here recruiting them to be in the Army Reserve.
Yes, that's really my number one
So then,
task.
why don't you tell the people out there in the Legacy Project why the Army Reserve is right for them?
Okay, so if you are someone that has a goal and that you're focused on finishing college and you're not trying to do this full time, Army Reserve is definitely the way to go because you could also gain all the benefits.
Yeah, you said the VA loan,
Yes.
the GI Bill, you get all that in the reserves?
All those benefits.
Health coverage?
Yes. And join the reserve where you only drill 1 weekend a month and the Army pay you 100% to go to school and focus on your career while doing whatever you want to do full time outside of the Army.
And you mentioned all types of other benefits like citizenship for family and such like that.
Yes.
What made you choose the Army Reserve as opposed to, are there other reserves for other branches?
Yes. There are other branches that have reservists.
So why the Army?
But for some reason, I felt like the Army was just for me. I had tried the Navy first.
Okay.
And then when I went there...
My guy Ivan won't be happy that you didn't choose the Navy. Go on.
Yeah, something wasn't right. I did the practice test. And they were like, yeah, let's push you to do the actual test because I see where you could pass. I was like, And then something in my guts was like, let me go and see an Army recruiter.
So no Marines.
Yes, no Marines.
Because my guy T-Quan, Umalai, JC would probably be upset that no Marines. Okay.
Yeah, no Marines.
And no Officer Corps.
No.
Because my guy Danil would be upset that you didn't do that. And no Air Force.
No.
Let's be honest, everybody. I'm still waiting for someone to join the Air Force. Air Force, you have not come here. I'm sorry. You should earmuffs for a sec. You have not visited us. We would love to have you here. Let's set this up, Air Force. I want to have you in my classroom too. Okay, so you join the Army Reserve, and what's the first weekend like?
The first weekend was welcoming because I was able to enlist, but I wasn't shipped right away. It took me like 4 or 5 months to ship.
Oh, to think about it and regret it, or
But the great thing about the reserve, I was able to actually connect with my unit and started to drill with my unit to get to know
preparing.
people, preparing.
So have you made some
basic
connections?
training.
You made some connections with
Yes,
people? Yeah,
yes.
new lifelong friends?
Yes,
That's a win too.
absolutely.
So a lot of my students who are going to college, especially going away, sometimes have a hard time connecting with people. But none of the people who have been in the military have said that. They've all said that, you know what? You make those bonds. You have people that will have your back, and they're traveling across the country to visit people.
Yes.
That's a real thing. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so your first weekend when you start, you get there.
Introduce myself.
Okay.
I was able to meet a lot of other Jamaicans, so we immediately became family.
Okay.
It was really nice. I was stationed in Connecticut.
So that's not too far. Well, where did you say you were from?
So
where do you live?
I was living in New York at the time.
Okay,
I
so
got stationed in Connecticut, which is the
hour and a half,
drive.
2 hours.
Yes.
Traffic, 3 hours.
Yes.
So we know traffic. Okay, so you go to Connecticut, and the first weekend wasn't too bad.
No.
Then you
I
come
loved
back
it.
the next. You loved it. You looked
Yes.
forward to the next one,
Yes, and I get paid.
and you get paid to be there. Okay, what's some activities that you do?
So when I got there, when I started, I didn't went to basic yet, so I wasn't able to do much at the time. But
Okay.
I observe and see how things was done as a soldier. So my first couple of months before being shipped off to basic, I got just the experience of what it's like being a part of a unit, being a part of a community where that's bigger than yourself, you know?
And then how long until you started doing the active craziness?
So I went to basic, graduated basic, and then I went to AIT, and then after AIT, which was within like a 6 months period, I was able to do my first drill weekend after basic and AIT, where I was actually a full-time soldier.
Okay.
At that point.
If you've got a message for the high school seniors, juniors out there, college freshmen, maybe they're not loving it, what's your message?
My message is to, follow your dreams. I feel like the Army could help you in many ways when it comes to your goals and certain dreams that you have. So, just follow your dreams.
Now, if they want to find you, your card is right here. Try to put that number, 347. I believe it's 263-4803.
Yes.
That's reading that backwards, guys. That's impressive. Your boy Personette, you know, I can do random stuff. Okay, thank you so much for this.
Thank you.
And if they want to find you, you have an email. You want to say your email address?
Yes, my email address is Raquel, RACQUEL .c.thomas, which is THOMAS .mil@army.mil.
Thank you so much, guys. You heard it. Army Reserves may be right for you. Let's make it happen. It's your legacy. Create it.